So right now, I can't see. So on your previous video, I got lots of people saying, oh, what if there's a car next to you? You can't park like this if there's a car next to you. So on this video, I'm gonna show you how to park in between two cars. So I'm going to use the same reference points as I showed you in previous videos, which is 3 lines from the bay that I wanna end up in. So if I wanna end up in that bay over there, I'm gonna count 1, 2, 3. So the third line is next to this black Audi here. Once this is in the middle of my door, that's enough. I'm gonna turn all the way left and it should end up in that bay, even though it's between two cars. So I'm gonna get into reverse, have a look around, and then keep looking everywhere. Make sure my steering wheel's straight as well. Once that line is in the middle of my door, like now, I can even stop just to confirm, look around again, and then do a full lock to the left, reversing back, keeping an eye on that mirror to make sure that there's a gap between my car and that car next to me over there. And so far it's looking good. Keeping an eye on this side as well, make sure I don't get too close to that car. Keep going back. So far it's looking good. Looking to the right as well and the left. Looking in the mirror. So now this mirror, the car is going inside the bay and that side is going inside as well. So it's looking good. So then I can just wait for it to straighten out now. Once it's straight in the bay, I'm just gonna turn my steering wheel back to the center, look around behind me again, and then smoothly with the clutch around the biting point and making sure I still look around. Once I'm happy that I'm inside the bay, I'm gonna brake first and then clutch down because it's on the hill. Handbrake on, neutral, and then relax. So that's how you do it. It's the same reference point, just need to make sure that as you're turning, you're not starting too close. So I'll show you what will happen if you start too close, which is the wrong way of doing it. Right now, this wouldn't be a good place to start. I'm too close to this side. I should be more towards the center of this lane here. I'm gonna show you what will happen when you start too close. Have a look around. I'm gonna use the same reference point, which is 3 lines from the bay that I want, which is like there. And then if I turn all the way left now, my car is going straight for this car here, which is, it's not gonna work. I'll crash into that car if I carry on. What you should be doing really is starting a bit further. So like around this sort of distance. You have to bear in mind the cars on that side as well, so we don't want to be too close to those cars. So have a look around, get into reverse, and then reverse back to the same reference point, but this time I've got more space between us and that car over there. Once that line is in the middle of the door, I'm going to do a full lock to the left as my car starts moving, so I'm not dry steering. Looking around, keeping an eye on this car as well. There's plenty of space there. If I'm not sure, I can just stop, have a look a bit more that way, but it's looking good. Looking everywhere. I'm making sure there's a space between this car and our car, and it's looking good so far. Looking around, now I'm concerned about this side, and as long as I can see the wheel going into the bay on this side, it should be fine. But the whole time looking around, all the time looking, keeping my steering wheel locked towards the left, and then controlling the clutch carefully around the biting point. So once I can see the lines are centered, I can straighten out my wheels, and then looking back behind me. And once I'm happy that I'm in the bay, brake first, clutch down, handbrake on, neutral, and then I can relax. So that's how it's done. Another way that some people like to do it is by doing a 45-degree angle. You can do this on your test as well. You can make the maneuver easier because your car is already positioned to go into the bay. I'm gonna show you what I mean. So let's say we're driving along and then we wanna park in this bay here. So what we'll do is we'll try to line the back of the car with the bays by turning away, checking the mirror first, turn a bit away like that. So now the back of your car is lined up towards that bay there. Then we get into reverse, look around, and now it's just a matter of guiding it into that bay by using our mirrors and also looking around as well. Checking both sides, it's looking like it's going in nicely. Yeah, it's looking good. Once it's in the middle of the bay and it's straight, I'm going to straighten out my wheels, reverse back a bit more, and then once it's inside, brake, handbrake on, neutral, and then I can relax. I'm going to show you also how to correct it if you're getting too close to this car here. So let's say for some reason you got the reference point wrong and you're going to get too close to that blue car over there. I'm going to show you to correct it. So let's say now I turned a bit late, make sure it's safe, then I keep going back, and I'm going to get too close to that blue car on purpose so I can show you how to fix it. So right now I can't see a gap between me and this blue car on this side, which means there's a strong chance I'm going to hit it. And also I can see a huge gap on this side as well, which is another indicator that you're about to hit the other car. So before I get too close to it, I'm going to stop the car, and I'm thinking about what I want to do with the car now. I need it to be more this way. So I'm going to go forward a bit so that the back, I'm going to go forward towards the right, and I'm bringing the back in a bit more towards the center, and then I'm going to turn more left as I reverse to get it straightened out. And then once it's straight, I can straighten out my wheels. So it's really important to keep a track of where your wheels are, because a lot of people get confused here. Then let's say I'm trying to straighten up, and if I do that, and then I start going back, I can feel the car is going towards the left straight away. As soon as I move, it's going towards the left. That's how I know that the steering wheel is not straight. So in that case, I know it's going to the left, so I don't want it to go towards the left. I'll turn towards the right until the forward sign is like this again, and then that way it should start moving in a straight line backwards now, which it's doing, so that's really good. I can carry on reversing slowly, keeping now on both sides. I don't need to move my steering wheel too much right now because it's going in a nice straight line, but if it was, I'll just make small adjustments and get it in the bay. Once I'm in, handbrake on, neutral, and then relax my feet. I'll do a full lock to the left, keeping an eye on this car on this side as well, make sure I don't get too close to it. Yeah, this is too close. The difference between parking in between two cars and parking where there's no other cars is that I need a lot more space. So let me show you. If I'm trying to park into this space here, and then I try to turn now, it's gonna work perfectly.